What's up, guys?
On this week's show,
Iron Fist Season 2 trailer.
Idris Elba, James Bond rumors.
And let's play with Pornstars?
Plus,
Dumb Shit of the Week.
All that and more on this episode
of One Giant Leap for Geeks.
That's one small step for man. One giant leap for
Geeks. Welcome to another episode of OGLFG, where we talk about movies, video games, and all things in geek culture. I'm your host, Mike C. Squared, and with me is my co-host, DJ Mellimo.
Hey.
So, how's your week been?
Pretty good. Pretty good, you know?
Yeah.
Been busy.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta kind of readjust our office.
Yeah.
So that's...
Yeah. We may be moving offices.
Could be.
Mm-hmm.
Same building, just 2 floors down.
Same building, 2 floors down. That's awesome. Yeah. It's like, oh yes, we'll be right next to accounting now. It'll be great.
The maintenance department.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in which, for those of you who may care, it'll be a lot cooler and darker where we'll be moving to.
Well, there's lights down there.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, it's like just the smaller windows will be downstairs, so it's not like, you know, up here and shit like that.
I'm interested to see the acoustics down there.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll probably end up having to play with it, but don't worry, you guys, it'll be fine.
We will do our best to provide the best listening experience for you.
Right.
No matter what kind of hoops we got to jump through, we'll make sure you guys your ears are taken care of.
Next episode. Hello.
How goes it?
It'll be like, oh yeah, this is much better. No, great.
Get the washer going. The dryer. Thump.
Right.
Yeah.
People walking around upstairs and
clunk,
shit.
Clunk.
Well, luckily you guys don't have like...
Upstairs. Yeah. And, you know, you really can't hear too much.
No, for the most part.
Because I've been downstairs and had the dog walking around or Tyler walking around, and
sure.
You really can't.
A dog's not a good example, but sure.
No, you can hear a dog. You can hear my brother's dog walking around at his house.
Yeah, but your dog is teeny.
His dog's smaller than her.
Oh wow, like lengthwise or weight-wise?
Both.
Oh wow.
He's a little.
You a heavy-footed ass dog, like
he's
shit.
He's a little mini lab dachshund mix.
Okay.
So he's got like the head of a lab, the paw, and the nuts of a lab, and then the body. I swear to God, I've never seen a dog with balls almost as big as my fist.
Wow. Like per ball?
No, like 2 of them.
Oh, just one fist?
If I make a fist, that's hanging.
Oh, wow.
And he's got the body of a dachshund.
That's still actually pretty impressive, even with that. I mean, because... Look, I was thinking 1 fist per ball, so he's just got like 2 fists just hanging up under him. But you know, it's like, god damn! Like every time I see your dog, I think his nuts want to punch me in the face. This is 2 big ass fists down there. Anywho, enough about dog balls.
Yeah. How's your week been?
Really hectic. Work has been rough. Work has been rough. Got a bunch of people going to school and they're quitting to go to college, and I got a bunch of other people who found some different jobs, so they're quitting. So if anyone out there in podcasting land needs a job, I am currently hiring.
Email the show directly.
Right.
We'll discuss further options.
Right. You got to be willing to relocate to Michigan, though. Sorry.
Well, you know, we got some listeners in Michigan.
Yeah, no, we'll make it work for you. Just don't tell anybody you listen to this show.
Right, you can't cross work and business.
Yeah, I was going to say, that'd be a no-no.
Personal and business, I mean.
Sure.
I said work and business. Like, they're not the same
I
thing.
knew what you meant. I was going to let it slide.
Yeah,
I was like, I won't comment on that.
I'm not going to, because somebody's going to be out there like,
yeah,
listen to this dumbass.
Somebody caught that shit. They was like, did you hear this bitch say?
Uh-huh.
So rewind that. But yeah, no, other than that, I mean, work's just been crazy, and, you know, just trying to survive. Make it through another day.
We'll make it. It'll be all right.
Tear. Yeah, it's I'm not gonna lie, it's been working on my nerves just a little bit on my nerves, and yeah, I've been a little pissy lately about it, but you know, it's whatever, it's work is work,
Yeah,
you know,
it's gonna
another day,
be,
another dollar,
right?
All right, that's why we got to get that Patreon set up so I can quit my job and just do this all the time. Hey, look. I would make a daily show if I could quit my job and just do this shit.
At least every other day.
Yeah, nobody want to hear me every day, though. And I'm sure Amber doesn't even want to hear me every day.
Well,
but,
we tried.
yeah. But speaking of being pissed off.
Yes. Let's dive into that, please.
So,
who's pissed off this week besides you?
Right. So, as you all know, the ever-going, you know, James Gunn controversy continues, and I think we finally hit the wall. I think this is the end finally.
It's about time.
Yeah, so Disney, I guess, like Alan Horn, the head of like Disney Pictures, the guy who oversees all the movies and stuff like that, he reports say that he had a meeting with James Gunn and they tried to hash it out, and by the end of it they, you know, are still standing by, you know, letting him go, and they won't be bringing him back. And, you know, that's disappointing for sure. We've talked about it at a pretty good length, and I've shared my feelings about the whole situation. And it is disappointing. Like, I understand Disney's position as a family-friendly company and all that.
Sure.
But at the same time, I feel like we're setting a bad precedent. Because it's like, well, what happens the next time somebody that doesn't like the politics of someone who's involved with you starts digging up dirt on them? It's like, we just going to just start going through and just firing everybody? But
I have such a political joke, and I'm not going to say
No, by all means.
No, I'm not going to go there.
You can't bring it up and then not say it.
He's going to go all Trump on him.
How do you mean?
Every time somebody gets in with Trump and they start working for him, and then he starts firing them because he doesn't like what they're doing.
Yeah. Fired like a dog.
He'd be like, you fired.
He came begging for his job back like a dog. He fired him like a dog. You're fired. Okay.
All right, let's keep going. James Gunn and fired from Disney.
Yes. So, and of course, his ace boom coon, his main bitch, his bottom bitch, Dave Bautista is not pleased about it. Now, he's been like, I feel, the driving force behind this whole rehire James Gunn thing, and he's been the most vocal about it. And I even made, you know, jokes about how I feel like he's like intimidating the other cast members to support James Gunn. Like, I feel like that.
Feel like I'm bigger than you. You will support me.
Pretty much, like that joint letter that they all put out in supporting him. I feel like Dave Bautista typed all that shit up and then just went to like their house and was like, "You signing this shit, yeah." Like, you signing this. Like, this is our what's the word that I want to use? We are, I guess, consolidated in our stance, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
There's a different word I want to use for it, but I just can't think about it. Or
we have to show our unity here.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. We got to be a unified front. That's what I'm trying to say. But since this happened, Dave Bautista has then gone and made another tweet about the whole situation. And he says, I'm quoting this from Dave Bautista's Twitter. He says, "Thanks at Disney, making America great again." And I was like, God damn, man. Like, he is going in on their ass. He basically, in the last like couple of weeks, he has basically called Disney like nauseating to work for, and how threatened to like break his contract. Now he's comparing him to Trump.
You better be careful with that shit. He doesn't have a lot of opportunities on the table.
No. He, though, to be fair, since he started doing Guardians, he has been in a few other movies in smaller parts.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's trying to.
But once they yank Guardians,
yeah. I mean, no one's like beating down Dave Bautista's door for an acting role. Like, oh, we need you to be in the next Schindler's List, Dave Bautista.
No. Nobody's beating down Dave Bautista's door for anything.
No, and it's unfortunate.
He's not active. He's not welcome in the wrestling community. He's not.
Yeah. Why not?
There was a big falling out that he had.
Oh, okay. See, I
Triple
don't
H
follow it
and,
enough to.
Vince McMahon, and there was a big, huge deal, and he tried to come back, and then they told him to leave.
Oh shit. Well, yeah, man.
So he got lucky with Guardians. He better just.
Yeah, he. I guess.
Thank you. Can I have another paycheck?
He better just his lucky stars and just call it good with that, I guess, because he. I feel where he's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
I do, and I respect his loyalty to James, because James, gave him a chance when other people wouldn't.
Sure.
And, he's been able to parlay a whole career out of this one role and be able to expand that out to other things. So it's like, I get that. It'd be like the guy who gave you your first promotion getting fired, and then you're like, well, what the fuck? It's like,
right.
Like, where's y'all loyalty to him, So, and I think that's just the kind of person Dave Bautista is, too. But, just kind of like the fallout from all this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting this from ScreenRant.com, by the way. It says, while James Gunn will no longer be directing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, it seems that Disney and Marvel Studios still plan on using his script for the movie, which not only concludes the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy, but also sets up the future of the MCU, particularly the studio's desire to dive into the cosmic side of the universe. However, that doesn't mean his entire draft will be used, seeing as the studio also plans on hiring another writer to polish up the screenplay, which may result in some tweaks to the story. But overall, it looks like Gunn should still be credited as writer on the film. With that in mind, it's possible that Guardians 3 will still make its early 2019 production start date. That's kind of like the thing that's hinging all this, is that they're supposed to be moving forward on this movie.
Sure.
They're supposed to start production on this, in the spring.
Yeah.
So, we're almost into the fall, and it's like, you guys got a season and a half to get this shit figured out and get this movie started filming. So I'm just, no matter what happens, I feel bad for whoever comes and takes over.
Yeah.
Whatever director takes James Gunn's place, there's going to be a good portion of the fandom that's going to buck against this. Honestly, if people boycott Guardians 3, it wouldn't surprise me. Not everyone, but I think the hardcore fans, the people who love the Guardians movie and love James Gunn, or, are in support of him coming back, or think that what happened to him wasn't fair, I could see them. I mean, look what happened with Solo. All them fucking pissy fanboys about Star Wars was like, we ain't going to see Solo, and it worked. It flopped. I mean, all things considered, with the reshoots and everything else, the movie was never gonna. That's why I kind of felt comfortable making that bet back then, when I was like, I'll eat my shoe if Solo makes. I was like, Solo ain't gonna make no goddamn $1 billion. No, that was never gonna happen. But it did. The movie didn't do as well as Disney would have liked.
Not even close.
No, and it's the fault of, they had pretty much shot damn near 70% of the movie, then went back and reshot all the shit. So, there was no way they were gonna make up their money on that one. But I mean, I want to see Guardians 3 because I like the characters. I like the stories that they've been telling with them. And plus, I want to see how this is going to influence the rest of the MCU going forward. Because, like it says in the article, they're trying to go into more space shit now. So it's overall, with all the franchises. So I'm curious as to what's going to be the linchpin to take us there. To where, are we going to start, justifying... I don't know. I mean, Thor is in space already, but I don't know. We've had Hulk in space too. Captain America in space. Why has Cap not been in space yet? This is bullshit. I mean, because he's the most not acclimated to that kind of environment than anybody else. I mean, Tony's from Earth too, but he's got all that tech and shit.
I say Tony's technically in space.
Sure. Well, yeah, right now, yeah.
Because he can fly.
Yeah, true. But I'm like, Steve, he's the down to earth. I mean, I'm just a kid from Brooklyn, that's his thing. So it's I'd love to put Cap in space. Look, please, can we make this happen? If in Avengers 4, can we just get Steve Rogers in space just for a little bit, just a teeny tiny bit? Because just that little mini interaction, I was like, oh, this would be so great. Why not have Cap ran into the Guardians instead of Thor? That would have been such a better pairing because Thor is too much like them already, you know?
I don't know. I was going to say I liked Thor with the Guardians. I liked him with the raccoon.
I did, too.
That was pretty hilarious. Him and Rocket. But I actually didn't know much about the Guardians.
No one did.
I totally didn't even see the first movie, honestly, until I went and saw Avengers. And then, you know, I knew who they were. I just hadn't seen any of the movies. I didn't follow them.
Wait, so you hadn't seen Guardians until after you saw Infinity War?
No, after I saw Ultron.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Because I was going to say, because Guardians didn't come out to Age of Ultron around that time, yeah.
I saw Age of Ultron.
Sure.
And then I went back and rewatched Age of Ultron. And after the second time that I watched Age of Ultron, then I went back and was like, okay, well, I need to fill in on the Guardians here. So then I watched Guardians. And then, we went and saw Infinity War. And after Infinity War, I saw 2.
Oh, shit.
So I was like all over the place.
Oh, yeah,
here.
so then you didn't even know who Mantis was or any of that in Infinity War, huh? Okay.
Well, I mean, I figured she was someone with the Guardians.
Well, shit, yeah, she's like part of the team, yeah, but it's as far as like what her power was
right.
and all that
I
shit.
didn't know
Yeah, you didn't know any of that. Okay.
Afterwards.
Oh, yeah, so you didn't even know, you know, about Star-Lord's parentage and how he's half space god or some shit and all that, yeah.
Nope, didn't know none of that.
And seeing that young Kurt Russell, they is getting so goddamn good with this de-aging shit, man. I'm telling you, Bautista, shut your mouth.
Right?
Shut up, because these motherfuckers, I'm certain, have a CGI scan of your body, and they could just completely fire your ass and be like, hey, we got the likeness of you, and we own this character, so we can just keep you in the movies and not even use your ass. Oh, God, we just get a voice actor to come say your lines and just CG the rest of you.
Honestly, they could probably take most of his lines and kind of piece them together.
Yeah, so watch your mouth. that mouse will come in and fucking take all that shit, and he'd be like, we got everything we need. Don't get excited. I'm not going to do the mouse voice. You should have saw DJ Mellymo. She got like so giddy. She thought I was going to do the mouse voice. I was like,
I like when you do the mouse voice. I think it's hilarious.
She was like, oh, it's coming. Like, no. Because every time I say that mouse, she knows not far behind it will be a Mickey Mouse impersonation. But anyway. I guess final thoughts. I am really curious to see who is going to end up directing Guardians 3. I hope that they keep James Gunn's script. And I am curious to see what Dave Bautista is going to do. Mm-hmm. He's not going to quit and all that shit. He's talking that shit, but he's not going to... Look, he ain't trying to go to court with them.
That's what he does, though.
He's not going to
Honestly,
quit.
That's what Bautista does.
But I could...
Dave Bautista, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I could see him... like kind of trying to throw the movie. Mm-hmm. Like he just gonna come and be like, I didn't memorize my lines. I don't really want to do this shit, but y'all gotta pay me anyway, so fuck you. Like I could see him doing that.
Like, oh, this one scene should take us 30 minutes. Yeah, that was 3 days ago.
Yeah, fuck you. He's like, where James Gunn at? He's still in here. All right, I'm going back to my trailer. But yeah. So, yeah, I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah. He better watch himself. That's all I got to say.
He gonna fuck this up. I'm just give him time. He gonna fuck this up. But anyway, moving on. Our next story is about a resurrection of sorts. As you well know, we here at One Giant Leap for Geeks are all about the DUCU. Now, if you don't know what I mean about the DUCU is, God, what is it? I guess Universal's answer to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It is the Dark Universe Cinematic Universe.
Right.
Or the DUCU. So, not Dookie, the DUCU.
Close enough.
But so far they've been putting out shit. So if you would confuse Dookie and DUCU, I wouldn't blame you.
Oh my god.
But apparently, yeah, so the Mummy movie that came out with Tom Cruise did not do well.
Not at all.
Was not received very well.
Not at all.
A lot of people, you know, kind of pretty much said the whole Dark Universe, the DUCU, was dead in the water. The guys who were like the head writers and like putting architect for this whole thing, they left, they quit. The Mummy movie didn't do very well, and we haven't started production on any of the other movies that they said they were going to make. It was like the Bride of Frankenstein and the Wolfman movie and all this other shit. They ain't did none of that. And we ain't heard nothing from the DUCU in a while. Until now. So Jason Blum, and if you don't know who Jason Blum is he does Blumhouse pictures, productions, whatever.
I would say we've talked about him before.
And he makes a lot of low budget horror movies.
Yes.
Well, he himself does, but he finances, it's his studio or whatever. He is the studio behind Split and the upcoming Glass movie. I think they're producing it, but I think a different studio is distributing it.
Okay.
Anyway, but some of the movies, like if you're not really familiar with Blumhouse or who Jason Blum is, some of the movies that he is responsible for as far as producing, or his production company, is Get Out, The Purge, Happy Death Day, Sinister, Insidious, The Last Key, Viral, Incarnate, Truth or Dare, Split, yada yada. So, you know, a lot of actually good horror movies that have come out over the last like 5 years or so. But they've all been fairly low budget and stuff like that, and they end up having pretty big returns.
I think we actually went and seen most of those.
Yeah, I've seen the majority of these movies, and they're good. I mean, it's surprising. You look at something like, sorry, DC fans, but you look at something like Justice League and all the money that they put into that and spent on that and how that turned out, and then you go watch a movie like Split that has like a fraction of that movie's budget, and it's so much better.
Yeah, there's like 4 characters, like 4 physical
pretty much
people that play characters, and that's it. Right,
and one actor that plays like 13 fucking characters.
21 personalities.
That's right, 24
personalities. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I guess he was doing an Ask Me Anything on Twitter, and someone asked him, like, you know, would you be interested in, you know, being a part of the DUCU? I can't stop laughing at that name. But and he just said yes. Now, he does have a first look deal with Universal, which basically a first look deal is anytime the studio gets like a new script or like idea for a movie, pitching them or something, and they're trying to find someone to produce it or direct it. A first look deal is, hey, if something new comes in and you think it's going to be hot, I get first dibs on it, and I get to decide whether I want to be a part of it or not.
Right.
You know, before you go offer it to somebody else. Well, so he already has like a established relationship with Universal.
Okay.
So I could possibly see that. And I mean, honestly, on a business level, it would be just absurdly dumb not to do it. Like, even if you don't necessarily like the movies that Jason Blum has done, you cannot deny that those movies make money. Now, they're not billion-dollar movies and nothing like that, but they don't need to be.
I would say they're not marketed as billion-dollar movies either.
I'm like, the budget is kept low enough to where if they make
a couple $100,000,
right? Well, like if it made like $200 million, that's a success, because it's like, hey, we only spent 10 to make it,
right?
So it's like we got $190 million profit. Like, I mean, come on. I mean, there's advertising costs and stuff like that too, but for the most part, you know, the movies are fairly low budget, so it's like whatever it brings in, it'll be like
profit.
Hey, I can just sit back and just watch the money flow over me. That being said, though, with what they're trying to do with the Dark Universe, I don't necessarily know. I think that he could do something cool with it, but I'd be worried that it would be so stripped down to the point that it would almost be a disservice to the characters, because it's like, I don't necessarily want to see a super low budget Wolfman movie. I mean, lower budget, but
Don't we already have a couple of those floating around out there?
sure, but
My point is we don't necessarily need another one.
yeah, we do. You can never have too many werewolf movies. I love werewolf movies. Ever since I saw American Werewolf in London, I've been obsessed with werewolf movies. So
Yeah. I never got on the weird, like, supernatural being trained
oh, you just
vampires
wait.
and werewolves.
You just wait. Now, I'm not gonna say anything about it because we haven't, I don't think, made like an official announcement yet, like as a community. But I will say this: there is something that is being put together for the month of October, as far as the podcasting goes.
Okay.
And I'll leave it at that. I'm like, once I get more details and once we get closer to it and we get, everything situated and everyone on board or whatnot, we'll announce it, because we're gonna definitely take part in this, because it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Oh,
Yes.
I had a thought.
Mm-hmm.
I have to look something up real quick.
Okay. Well, I mean, that was basically all I had to say about the Blumhouse thing and the
okay.
DUCU. I mean, I just want to see someone do something with this, because I think that the DUCU is kind of a cool concept, and they could make something work with that.
We record the day before Halloween.
Oh, sweet. On Devil's Night?
Hell yeah.
All right. Sweet.
I think we should dress up.
I
No.
will never. No, I was going to say, I will never make a reason not to dress up for Halloween, so, hey, I'm all about it.
I'm not usually into it, but
Oh, I love Halloween. It's
I
probably
think
my
that
favorite holiday.
it's a friend of mine's too.
And I'm not one of them like weird, because I know most people haven't seen me, so I don't want to give you guys a picture in your head like I'm wearing like mascara and like all black and shit. I'm not one of those weird
No.
people, because usually when people say Halloween's my favorite holiday, you have a picture in your mind of that person. It's like, ugh. No, I'm not. No. I just like Halloween.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Halloween, but with the fact that we typically record on Tuesdays and Halloween happens to fall on a Wednesday this year, there's a very likely chance that we'll be recording on Halloween, on the night before Halloween. So,
Mm-hmm. Or if not, the night before, maybe like the 29th. But
Yeah.
either way, it'll depend on scheduling.
the week
and all
of
that, yeah.
Halloween.
Yes.
And our show will fall before it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think we're going to. Because, I happen to have a comic book themed costume that I didn't get to wear last year for Halloween, and I didn't get to wear it to Comic-Con this year because we didn't make it.
No.
And
We need to.
I
figure
think
out-
that it needs to. I think
Yeah.
it needs to come out.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Yep. So on the to-do list,
To-do.
dressing up for Halloween
Yes.
for the Halloween episode.
The
So,
Halloween episode of our show
Yeah, no, it's gonna be good times.
where no one can see us.
Exactly. Well,
But
we will
we
be
can put-
very descriptive of
I
our
would say we
costumes.
can
Yeah, we
put
can
a
always put on
picture on
Twitter.
Twitter.
Yeah, that could be
Or
the
we
thumbnail
have an
for that
Instagram.
week. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll make it the thumbnail for that episode if we end up doing it. Don't worry.
Oh, we're doing
this
it.
is like months from now, so don't worry.
It's really not.
Not 2 months.
I would say it's already the end of August.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it'll be upon us sooner than you.
It really will be. Okay. Now,
Mhm.
back to what we were discussing.
No, that was it. That was. I've given all my thoughts on the DUCU.
Oh, okay.
I'm done with the DUCU.
Done with the dookie.
Did you have any other DUCU thoughts? No.
No.
It sounds like a weird like sandwich. One of them like bullshit ass artisan sandwiches at McDonald's. It's like, yes, can I get a DUCU with
And a supersized fry.
right. I'd like a double DUCU with no tomato, please. Thank you.
Add avocado
Right,
bacon.
avocado, and can I get it on the artisan bun, please? Thank you. And an iced coffee. That would be excellent. Thank you. I feel like I'm making fun of somebody. I don't know who this person is, but I feel like I'm making fun
No,
of
but we all
somebody.
have a picture of that person.
Yeah,
He's-
everybody knows that
he's
person.
standing there with a scarf and a
Jesus.
man satchel, and The vest.
Hey, I have a satchel now, so you can't make fun of that no more.
No. That is not what I'm talking about, and you know it.
It's a Coach satchel, too? It's
yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
It smells like new leather.
Ooh,
Oh, God.
But anyway,
All right. It's that time again for America's #1 show, Dumb Shit of the Week. That's right. Dumb Shit of the Week is the show where you submit your findings of dumb shit, and we talk about it. Want your submission on the show? Find us on Twitter at GiantLeap4Geeks, or you can email us at officialoglfg@gmail.com. Now here's your host, DJ Melly Mel.
alright. So the first one is sent to us from 2 Girls on a Bench, and you can find them on Twitter at the number 2 Girls on a Bench. And they say, although the mom from The Incredibles has that cool stretchy power, it always makes us cringe. Ouch. Also, hearing other thoughts all the time, yeah, that would probably suck. Okay, so the stretchy power from Incredibles is not the first. You know, she wasn't the first to have that super stretch.
No, by no means.
I mean, Mr. Fantastic, he's got the stretch.
Mm-hmm. There's a few. What was that one dude? Oh, Plastic Man.
Yeah.
I was trying to think. I was like, there's another character that he wears like these goofy glasses and he wears like red. Plastic Man. Yeah. So it's definitely not an original power, but still.
I mean, I guess there are benefits for being able to stretch parts of your body.
Oh yeah, no, I can think of tons of things that would be beneficial about it.
I mean, it was kind of cool in Fantastic Four where he like reached up underneath the door and
right. One of my favorite things about The Incredibles 2 was how inventive they were with the use of her powers and how she used them. I was like, wow, she used these like in ways I would have never thought to use. But no, I get the point they're making though, because okay. Sure, it would be cool to stretch like that. But you would have to have a multitude of other superpowers to coincide with the stretchy shit to make your your anatomy even make sense. Because, okay, so let's just say, for the sake of the argument, that everything can stretch. Your organs, your skin, stuff like that. Fine.
Okay.
And it'll go back to place without being completely stretched out and just ruined, right? Even though your skin doesn't work that way. But still, let's for the sake of the argument.
Elasticity, but not.
Sure, but not that
much. That much.
But I would figure there's going to be downsides to this shit, so I would figure that your body would just be covered in stretch marks. Like forehead, face, your hands, everything would just be covered in stretch marks. Because, sure, we can argue, it's like, hey, we've watched human beings, I mean, perfect example, actors like Christian Bale, where he'll lose a fuck ton of weight for a movie and then put on a bunch of muscle or get really fat and just, keep going back and forth, which these things aren't good for your body. But like you said, your skin has elasticity, so it's like, you can go back and forth to a degree without completely destroying your body.
Sure.
But you can't tell me that Elastigirl ain't just like that whole spandex suit is just covering nothing but stretch marks up underneath that shit. And then not only that, but again, like I said, we'll go with the thing of your skin and your organs and all that just won't break and they'll go back to their regular shape. So do your bones stretch too? Are your bones even firm? It's like you would have to have another superpower to offset your bones being broken and dislocated when they snapping back and forth. And then on top of that, you would also need to have clothes that could stretch with you like that. Now, in superhero movies,
they need that vibranium.
Right, they always make up some special something that stretches and this, that, and the other. But it's like, yeah, no, it don't work like that. Like, that's one of those superpowers where you have to have a multitude of other things that coincide with that to make that make sense. And the mind reading shit, people say they want that power. No one wants the power to read minds. No one wants that.
I kind of do.
No, you do not.
That is like the one that I've always wanted. I want to hear what people are saying.
Yeah, maybe in certain scenarios, but I don't necessarily want to hear what people are thinking about me. Like,
why not?
In their private thought. But yeah, okay, sure. If it's someone who is thinking something good about you, but most people probably aren't, or at least in my personal
I'm okay
life.
with that. You know,
Man.
if I'm sitting at the nail salon and I'm getting my nails done, and these ladies are all talking to each other in Korean,
sure,
and I can hear what they're thinking, and it's translated to English, and I know they're talking shit about me.
Yeah, that's the other thing too.
You know, I know they're talking shit about
Sure.
me in their head, like to each other, but
Sure.
they know that I don't, speak Korean or
Right, so
Japanese.
they're like, fuck this white bitch.
They're like,
You
oh
know?
yeah,
Uh-huh.
you
You're so
stupid
pretty. Yeah, your
guy."
feet smell so good.
And then she turns to the other. Oh my god!
I know, right?
I've had it happen. I've seen it done. Anybody
yes.
who's been to a manicure salon or nail salon, you know what I'm talking about.
Well, I mean, anywhere. Like, if you go anywhere and you're the outsider and you don't understand the language that someone speaks, they probably are more than most likely shit talking you. Probably. just accept that.
But I
as a
think,
fact of life.
it would be beneficial for, say, babies. Like, babies have thoughts. They have cognitive thoughts,
Sure,
you know.
sure. You keep trying to find the silver lining in this. The whole point of this whole thing is why it's bad. You're like, no,
I
it can be
don't
good.
think
It
that
can be
one's
good.
a bad one.
No.
That was what my whole spiel was, but...
Okay, I would say that if you could read minds and control it when you heard what people were thinking, maybe. But I wouldn't want to just be walking through the mall and just, be able to hear other people's thoughts. Well, because for one, not only, because yes, it's the obvious selfish reasons of, they might be shit talking me or just that planning something to do something to me or something like that. But then there's the other shit of, let's just say you find out your best friend's cheating on his wife or something, because you can read his mind. It's like, so do you say something about that? And then if you do, how do you explain how you knew this shit? Like, I feel like it would be a downside because you would know too much about people.
I like knowing things about people, though.
You
Call me the weird
say
one.
that. I was like,
no,
you
I really
say
do.
that.
I really do. I like knowing as much as I can.
Look, Professor Xavier is bald for a reason, okay? That shit stressed his ass out. He couldn't deal with that shit no more.
Logan stressed his ass out.
Yeah, I'll say I'm sure he didn't help either.
All right, our second submission was sent to us by Kayla SH on Twitter, and you can find her at Kayla_trapeze. And she says, suddenly I'm imagining a character with inner ear disorder getting the power to fly. Okay.
Flight is another one where, in theory, it sounds cool, but practically, no. Because, okay, again, the only way that you could make flight like you imagine it to be cool is you would have to have, again, a multitude of other superpowers to offset the disadvantages of that. For one, I don't know if you've ever been really high up in the air. It's cold as shit up there, okay? It is not warm.
Right.
And if you're moving even at a decent speed, you're going to get cold. So you're going to have to, like, constantly wear windbreakers or, like, thermal gear and shit anytime
that's why
you fly.
Superman wears thermals.
Man, he wears fucking spandex, right? That shit is not insulated by no means. But, I mean, but still, just in general, you would be cold. I mean, think about people who ride motorcycles. You'd have to wear some kind of helmet or something,
yes,
windshield or something, because you get bugs and all kind of shit in your mouth and eyes and all that.
I'll say, as somebody who rides on the back of motorcycles, yep.
And that's no fun for nobody. Then...
What if it rains?
There you go. Then, yeah, you get caught in a storm or some shit like that. Or... planes, all these other things that are in the air, birds and shit like that. Then on top of that, the big one, because everybody always like, oh, I want to fly. You don't want to fly.
No.
You want to be able to fly and have super speed, because no one wants to fly at 3 miles an hour through the air. Because if you think about it, even if you could self-propel yourself somehow, as well as stay levitating, I'm sure, unless you have super speed, you're not going to go supersonic speeds through the sky.
Right.
You're going to be flying at like a slow jog across,
Yeah, just because you can fly does not mean...
No, that you're
it's a
fast.
quick-
Yeah, because anytime they show it, they just take off and it's like sonic booms and all this. And it's
Right.
like, yeah, if you got super speed, you can do that. But just because you can fly doesn't necessarily mean you can fly quickly. So
Be like, you better flap your arms.
pretty much, yeah. So it's like, yeah, you can fly, but would you ever really do it? Because it's like, yeah.
And then you got people looking at you like, This dumbass here.
Right, they can use some like a discarded hot air balloon from a fair or a parade somewhere.
People trying to shoot you down. Think
He's
you're
like,
a
don't
bird."
mind me, just floating by, guys. It's all good. Hey, it smells good. What you cooking down there? All right, I've come back for a beer. All right. Keep it going.
Yeah, I agree. Flight is definitely not one of the coolest superpowers.
Yeah, and if you have a phobia of heights, that's terrible. Or like she was saying, if you have a inner ear disorder, then that's gonna fuck you all up.
Yep.
Because it's like, you know, hey, your balance is all fucked up.
You're
like drunk flying.
drunk.
It's one side just drooping and shit.
I'd be like Hancock flying.
Oh god. Oh. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. It's like, sure, you can fly, but do you have a reference point to what your neighborhood looks like from the sky? Because I would imagine even if you could fly, and even if you could fly really fast, I don't know the layout of the city from the sky.
Nope.
So it's like I would get lost constantly. Like it'd be like, oh yeah, you know, this is kind of sort of familiar looking.
Yeah, you end up flying at ground level so you can
see right the street
signs.
names and shit. Yeah, because it's like I don't really like from a now sure you got Google Maps and you have the bird's eye view or whatever, but it's like to a degree,
you
yes,
still gotta zoom in quite a bit,
right. And if you're just a regular person, yeah, and you'd have to have like super magnified vision because if you don't want to get caught flying and have your secret revealed, you got to go really high up and you can't see shit.
Yeah,
Yes.
but in an airplane, you look down.
Exactly.
You see fields, grass, and water. That's
Right,
it.
right. And it's like, good luck figuring out which of that shit is your house or which is the villain's lair that you got to get to.
Right.
Yeah, so no, flight in theory sounds good, but practically
Looks good in the movies, but
yeah, there'd be too much shit that you'd have to do to fly the way we think about flying.
Sure.
Like Superman and shit like that, or Hancock, if you so wish to choose him as your example. But yeah, no, I mean, and I always say this. I always like have dreams about flying, and I always say like, oh, if I could have a superpower, I'd want to fly, which I still would. But without all the other caveats, I'd be super fast and everything else.
I don't think I'd want to fly.
And at the end, we're going to get to some of the ones that I'd like to do, but then immediately tell you why it would probably be a bad idea.
So the third submission was sent to us by the Cabinet Podcast, and you can find them on Twitter at the Cabinet Cast. The one that just keeps popping into my head is the X-Men villain Toad. He was ugly, he spit slime, he had a frog tongue, and he jumped like a frog. Plus, he dressed like a medieval court jester. There's no upside to that guy. Okay.
He does, too.
He was like a steampunk medieval court jester.
Yeah.
He had some goggles on his head.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, like the more updated versions of Toad. Like the OG Toad, he's right. He looked like...
He really did.
Take that hat that Harley Quinn wears off and put him in that, and that was basically his get up. And it was like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. When I first saw that X-Men...
Oh, yeah, he's in the first movie. I forget about that.
I think that's... Well, maybe that's not where they were going with this. Well, that's where I'm taking it.
Sure.
But when he was in that first movie, I'm like, okay, really? First off... How does he even become a toad?
Mutation.
Sure. We are working within the realm of X-Men.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. We're going to go down that road, beast.
Yeah. Well, his was injected and...
Well, he had the big feet and all that shit.
True.
He just turned to fur because of the mystique shit. Anyway, go ahead.
Who come up with that shit? Like...
Yeah.
Like, we got Cyclops, he shoots lasers out of his eyes. We got Wolverine, he's, indestructible, and he can't die, and he regenerates himself. And Storm can control the weather. Professor X can, hear all the mutants, and mind control, and freeze time. And then you got Magneto, and he can control metal. That's real cool. Then you got Toad.
Right.
I'll even go out on a limb. Sabretooth was kind of cool.
Sure.
Because,
you could even make the argument, though, Toad's almost kind of like
he's like a sidekick.
He's like a Spider-Man with the cool shit and the bad shit together.
Right.
Because Spider-Man doesn't actually shoot web out his ass. He doesn't, have like, you know, feelers all over his body and shit, and have like extra arms. Though there is a run in the comics where he does get extra arms, but that's a whole other thing. We're not going to talk about.
And there's
that.
a new suit where he's got the
but that's a completely
go
other
there.
thing. But it's like he's not like part spider, you know, like the mutation doesn't manifest itself like that. Yeah, whereas Toad, he actually has the bile and the tongue and shit.
That under chin thing.
Yeah, he just looks nasty. Like, it's like what they did with the Penguin in Batman Returns, where they made him like a penguin with the hands and the nose weird. And all that. And it was like, okay, Oswald Cobblepot in the comics, he resembles a penguin, but he's not like
that much.
Part penguin or whatever the fuck
like
they were doing in the movie.
Fish.
Yeah, like that was that was that Tim Burton
I
shit.
get he was supposed to be an ugly baby.
Sure.
But
right.
That's like weird. And he had them weird pointy ugly ass teeth.
So basically, characters like Toad, I'm always like, were you gonna be a villain no matter what, or did you become a villain because of your mutation?
Could be.
Because my thing would be, well, I could see why you'd be a bad guy, because people probably think you look weird and talk shit about you and everything else, and because of your powers and how they work and how they've manifested themselves. So it's like, he probably was a good dude until his mutation came, and he was like, well, I don't really have a choice but to be a villain.
Right.
Like, I can't be the face of the X-Men.
No other option.
All right, they not gonna make me the Cyclops of this shit, so it's like,
Ninja Turtles aren't accepting any further applicants, so.
All right, Master Splinter would not teach me, so I couldn't join up with those. But yeah, no, like powers like that where like it basically turns you into the thing that your powers are from. I always think like, yeah, that's just shitty luck, man, because it's like, you know, like the Thing from the Fantastic Four. Why he gotta be rocks and shit? Right. Why can't he just be strong in the motherfucker? Right. Like, why he gotta be, you know, part brick wall and shit? Like, why can't he just be just big and muscular? You know, the Hulk, he just turns green, but other than that, I mean, shit, green's a cool color. People would appreciate that. I dig it. Yeah, whatever. But
Ivy was green.
Yeah, right, and she's sexy as shit. Yeah, shit, hell yeah. She was like, be still my heart.
You know, depending on which comic you read, you know, she has green skin or she has green clothes.
Right.
So, you know, she's kind of adapted both ways. You know, the movie versions. Okay. The cartoon versions, she's.
We ain't talking about that Uma Thurman bullshit.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you love Batman Forever, though.
I do love Batman Forever.
What?
She is not in Batman Forever.
Oh, that's
she
Batman
is in
and
Batman
Robin.
and Robin.
Oh, well, see, that's how you can tell I didn't give a shit.
Oh, hell.
Who's in Two-Face and Riddler?
Two-Face and Riddler is Batman Forever.
That's right. That is correct.
But even though I liked Uma Thurman as Ivy,
sure,
the cartoon versions, I've seen her as where she just has the green leotard. I've seen her as she's actually green.
Right, she's like part plant for real.
She's got like plants growing out of her hands in the comic books and also in video games. There's a nice Ivy representation in video games.
Oh yeah,
I will applaud that. If we go to Gotham, she's got like the aloe. The plant aloe, the chlorophyll, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So her clothes are tinted green, and her hair's got the essence of the oils, but her skin isn't actually green.
Right.
So, green's cool color.
but I mean, Toad is a shitty one. The Thing is a shitty power. Because I'm sorry, I don't want rock dick. Like, I want it to be rock hard, yes, but not like that. Not
God, that would hurt.
God, oh my God,
fucking
yes.
a stone.
Oh God, shit. Could you imagine the Thing jacking off? It'd just be like chalk dust and shit shooting up the whole time. Like, jeez. Oh man. Oh, does he poop pebbles?
I was gonna say, how do
too?
you get any kind of liquid out of a rock penis?
Can a stone bleed? Oh God, that was a bad pun. but okay, so yes, Toad's, he's a shitty one. I've already talked about how the elasticity shit's kind of dumb and how that wouldn't work, or you'd be covered in stretch marks,
right?
Or how Flight, you'd have like mosquitoes all in your mouth and shit, and you don't want that. One power that I always thought that I wanted until I really thought about it was invisibility. I always thought invisibility would be cool all the way until I realized that you have to be completely naked for that power to work. And it's like, and even still, totally fine. You're invisible. No one can see you. It doesn't matter.
Flapping it at people.
But, right. But you would never be able to achieve any of the things that they show people who go invisible do in the movies.
Right.
For one, if you're butt naked, you're barefoot. Mm-hmm. So you're going to be having your feet slapping on the ground and shit all the time. Or, you have, you know...
You're going to leave feet prints. You're going to slip and fall on something.
Right, or you have the thing of, you know, it's like, hey, let's say you got to slide between something or grab something inside the other. It's like, I don't necessarily want to have my genitals exposed to the air when I gotta like creep through some corridors or, you know, get around a guy who can't see me and reach something and my dick slides across his chin or something. And it's like, yeah, like, no, the more I think about it, I wouldn't necessarily want to be invisible because it's like, well, where do you stash your shit when you go invisible? And this is taking the power for what it is. Not saying, oh, we're going to make some special clothes that can go invisible.
Straight up.
The power is what you have in this reality that we live in currently. Nothing extra. So it's like, yeah, you'd have to be naked constantly to ever use that power.
You'd be always cold.
Or hot, you know, depending where you are, you know. And it's like, yeah, you may be invisible, but is your sweat invisible as well?
Oh, can you picture somebody just having, like, random sweat?
Yeah, you see like a silhouette of sweat. Yeah, that'd be
dripping off of
that'd be fucking weird. Or like, you know, if you get cut and shit, you know, does your
just
blood
random
show?
blood start showing up?
And they've done it in movies and shit like Hollow Man and things like that. But it's like, say if you eat something or if you swallow your spit, you know, if you burp, does like a gas bubble just appear and like go up and just out into the air? If you fart or some shit, can they see that?
A big green gas bubble.
Right. Can they see your methane coming out, but it's nothing of your body? And like, do your organs go invisible too? And shit, it's like, you know, hey, let's say you ate some food that morning and it's not digested yet. Does the food still be digesting visibly into your body? It's like...
Looks like that.
Right, pretty much, yeah. So it's like, I don't...
For those of you that can't see us...
explain, yeah.
I have a 1980s model of a visible woman.
Yeah, like the anatomy thing.
It's like an anatomy doll,
mm-hmm.
and... I don't have enough time to explain why I have it.
Right.
We'll just know that I was into anatomy when I was younger. I picked it up. I left it at my grandparents' house.
Sure.
I found it the other day. I brought it home to reassemble it. End of story.
Another one I think would be a bad power to have is super strength. Super strength sounds, in theory, like it's a good thing to have.
Sure.
But again, and they always make a joke about it in superhero movies where they first get their powers and they can't control it. And you're just like destroying everything.
Yes.
When do you ever get to a point where you can pick up a phone and not completely crush it in your hands or not break the doorknobs off every door you try to walk through?
That reminds me of an episode of Smallville.
Okay.
And... it's an episode in, like, the later seasons, and something has happened where Clark can shift, he can transfer his powers to somebody whenever he touches them. I don't remember what the exact stipulations were, but I remember that he was in the barn with Lana, and, Lana. And, him and Lana are doing it. And every stroke he's got,
I need to see this episode of Smallville.
Doing it, like, he keeps transferring all these powers to her, and she's like breaking shit.
She's like, I'm gonna come and laser shoot out her eyes. Holy shit!
Yes, and I don't know if that part was in there, but
it should have
been
to
that effect. Yeah, like he kept like she just kept breaking shit. And Chloe comes along and she's like, oh my god, did you guys feel the tremors? And
she was like, oh, I felt the tremors.
And then, of course, Lana and Clark are looking at each other and they're like, yeah.
Mm-hmm, about that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It was some motion in the ocean, all right.
Motion in the barn.
But yeah, because in The Amazing Spider-Man, in the first one, after Peter gets his powers, there's a scene where he wakes up in the morning and he tries to snooze his alarm clock, crushes it.
And he smashes it,
Yeah, he tries to brush his teeth, breaks the handle off the faucet, squirts the toothpaste all over the bathroom, and it's just like, and he has to like, with 2 fingers, like barely open the door to keep from breaking it. And I'm like, yeah, I don't see how you could ever adapt to where you would have to constantly use the lightest touch on everything.
Yeah, you couldn't use your strength for nothing.
Nothing, because you destroy everything. And as an added bonus, throw your sex life out the window, because
you're gonna hurt somebody.
Right, going off of your episode of Smallville, it's like, luckily, she didn't kill Clark when he was transferring powers to her, because it's like, there's that scene in Hancock where he goes and takes the girl back to his trailer, and he's like, move, and then like you see the roof blow off when he comes and shit, and it's just like, yeah, you would kill someone. Like, and they even make in the Incredible Hulk, the one with Edward Norton, they make a joke about that when they're getting ready to have sex, and he's like, no, wait, my heart rate's getting too high, and it's like, damn. Now with that's different, because he was gonna Hulk out and go crazy, but with the
Can you imagine if he's on top of her in the middle of it and he hulks out?
Oh yeah, no walls. He would just tear her poor vagina.
Just go.
It'd be like fucking Moses in the Red Sea, just like split her shit in 2. It's like, oh, poor Betty.
Oh my god. Yeah, no.
Poor Betty.
That would not be a cool power at all.
No, and that's my thing. Like, super strength, it sounds cool in theory, but when you start thinking about it,
go back to the thing, the Fantastic Four. Remember, he kept breaking all the glasses.
Yep.
And then they finally had to get him like a metal malt shaker.
Right. Which I'm like, yeah, but sure, he breaks the glasses, but what keeps him from like walking holes through the floor when he comes in because he steps so hard? Right. And it's like anything, you like sit and you crush the chairs. It's like you couldn't exist. You'd have to go to like another planet with like...
I'd be screwed because I've broken furniture as I am now.
I have as well.
Sat on a chair, be like... Psh.
Think about maybe if we could send him to like a planet with like super high gravity.
Yeah.
And then maybe you could function like a normal person there because you could fight against that. But here, you would be a menace to fucking society. Like, you couldn't do anything. Like, nothing. Like, oh, God. If you tried to, like, eat a popsicle, you'd probably, like, bite through the whole thing.
Get it from the wood in your mouth.
Yeah, the popsicle stick, everything. Like, it would be horrible because you'd have to be so delicate and light and sensitive with everything to the point that you just be like, just kill me. Figure out a way to just drown me or some shit. I can't live like this. Like, I just can't.
Yeah, I'd pass on that.
Or everything in your house has to be made of vibranium or some shit. Right. And you'd have to have like a robot girlfriend because poor girl that you'd sleep with, you'd kill her. Kill her dead. Yeah. Especially once you got into it and kind of lost control. Oh, yeah. Dead.
Oh, yeah, because we all know you getting into the middle of things and you're into it and nothing else matters.
He like, check out this backstroke, and he just like paralyzes her and shit. It's like, are you okay? Like, that was my spine, you fucking ass. It's like, sorry, I didn't mean to turn you into a paraplegic.
Yeah, my bad. Whoops.
Yeah, so, I mean, those are the ones that, because after watching Infinity War, like, when I was just watching everybody powers and stuff, it just got me thinking, like, about, like, Mantis's power, and I was like, all she can really do is, like, hypnotize you, but she has to be able to touch you to do it. So that's not really a very good power, because I'm like, if I gotta touch you, it's like,
it defeats the purpose.
Right, I could just kill you, just, if I gotta get close enough to be within arm's reach, it's not a good power.
Didn't we say that about the dinosaurs? In Jurassic World?
Yes.
If you could get close enough to put a target on somebody, then why the fuck do you need a velociraptor to come in and eat them? Just shoot the bastard.
Exactly. Yeah, for those that didn't hear our Jurassic World episode, when we went and seen that movie, the whole Indoraptor was so dumb, because it's like, oh, we've trained him to attack with this laser pointer that's hooked up to a gun. It's like... If you can see the guy and put the laser pointer on, shoot him. Why are you gonna be like, now go get him? It's like, what do you exactly? And you gotta push a button even after you got the laser pointer. It was so dumb. But yes, that's a excellent point.
Remember, Dumb Shit of the Week is your show, so send us in your submission. Every week we'll compile them, read them, and shout out to you for sending it to us. So keep them coming. You can send it to us on Twitter at GiantLeap4Geeks or email us at officialoglfg@gmail.com.
Okay, so there has been a rumor for a while now. It feels like years at this point. They've been trying to get Idris Elba to play James Bond for a while now. And Idris Elba, for those that don't know, he is a British actor of African descent. He is a black man. And he has been in a bunch of movies. Idris Elba is fucking awesome. Like, if you don't know who Idris Elba is, you need to go Google Idris Elba and go watch some of his movies. But
more than likely, they know who he is. They just
maybe not know and recognize his name.
Sure, because his name's kind of spelled off the wall.
Sure.
So
he is Heimdall in the Thor movies. So
yes.
If you've seen any of the Thor movies, or if you've seen Infinity War, he's a dude that sends Hulk to Earth and Thanos stabs him in the chest and shit. Yeah, that's Idris Elba. Well, it had been rumored a few years back that Daniel Craig didn't want to be James Bond anymore. He wasn't going to come back for the movies. And then people started throwing around names for, who should be the new James Bond and this, that, and the other. And then we've kept circling. It keeps coming back to Idris Elba. And they're like, no. It's like, well, what about Idris Elba? And it's like, no. And it's like, are you sure? And it's like, nah, maybe. Okay, so you're going to have that contingent of fans who are going to be ridiculous about this because
I can
it's a different
already
race.
see it.
Yeah, than what we've become accustomed to.
We can't have a black James Bond.
I saw a tweet that I was like, you know what? This is the total argument in a nutshell right here. The person said, y'all on here acting like, James Bond can't be black, Doctor Who can't be a woman. It was like, but Jesus has been white for years and y'all ain't never had a problem with that.
Oh my God.
And I was like, wow, that is an awesome point. That's an awesome point because, and I'm not going to get too far off down this rabbit hole, but it's like, look, I'll just say this. Jesus was born in the Middle East. I'm going to leave it at that. All these pictures of this blonde hair, blue-eyed white dude y'all keep putting up calling him Jesus, that is not a Middle Eastern born man. I'm just putting that out there. That dude was born in like Sweden or something like that. Picture of Jesus, you know the one I'm talking about. He's like kind of looking up like this to the side and his hair is all slicked back. And I'm just like, everybody has a Jesus picture like that somewhere. And I'm just like, who is the artist rendering for this? I'm like, I know you're taking some artistic liberties, but I feel like you're taking a lot of artistic liberties, but whatever. The point is, these are fictional characters who do not exist.
Right.
They can be whatever you decide you want them to be. I heard this somewhere a while ago, and it's a great point. They were talking about the people who were upset about Star Wars, and I am one of those people, but not for the exact same reasons, but kind of, sort of.
Right.
They had made a point to say, people pretend like there's these ancient, like, transcripts or a book somewhere where all the Star Wars lore is, and all we have to do is just go find the book and then just copy it and make it into a movie. It's like, these things did not happen. These characters are not real. We are not pulling from some historical anything. They are literally making this shit up as they go along.
Right, we don't have any history lessons going on
Right,
here.
so stop acting like, well, this isn't according to, it's like, according to some shit that somebody else made up.
Right.
It's like, so...
Which make-believe do we want to believe
Exactly.
today?
Which made-up shit do you want to, believe today? It's like, it doesn't matter. It's all made up. It's all fake. And as far as I can tell, the way they've kind of alluded to it in some movies and in others not... Most of the time, it's alluded to that James Bond is just a code name, just like 007.
Right.
That he's
like
a spy.
Jack Reacher.
Right, but he's not... James Bond is not his name. He's
No.
just a guy, and they
Yes.
just call that agent that has that 007 number that.
Right.
So he could be anyone. It doesn't have to be... But in other versions, like, no, he was born James Bond, and this is this guy, and that's who this is. So it's just whatever version or belief you want to have about it, it doesn't matter. Second, Doctor Who, the whole point of that character is that Doctor Who literally changes their appearance every new season or new, arc of seasons. I'm like, it's in a part of the story that he keeps changing his look.
Right.
So he could theoretically be a woman as well.
Why not?
Sure. So it's like, get off this, like, oh, we don't want him to be. But honestly, Idris, I think, is the biggest person against him being James Bond.
Really?
And I think I know why. So I'll read the story, and then I think I know why. So, okay. So he told the New York Times. Oh, and I am also getting this from shit. It's cut off. I think it was Deadline. Sorry for whoever story I'm reading now. I don't remember what website it was from. Anyway,
you did this late at night.
Yeah, right. Well, maybe it wasn't. No, he said he told the New York Times, so it's not them. Whatever. Anywho, he told the New York Times. I think it's more about. We just want to have a black guy play James Bond rather than Idris Elba, the actor, play James Bond.
Sure.
That's the part that I'm like, ugh, come on. Meanwhile, he told Variety, there's no such thing as a black Bond. Are we interested in having a Bond character other than being male? Elba added, could a woman, could be a woman, could be a black woman, could be a white woman. But I think that character, everybody would like to see it do something different with it. Why not? Someone named Ami Amin said, I really hope Idris Elba is Bond. I think he deserves it. I think the country loves him. The country's behind him. He was at the royal wedding, for God's sake. Just hurry up and make him Bond. James Bond. Now, he makes a good point in this. It's of like, he's kind of hesitant about it because he's like, well, I don't really feel like y'all necessarily want me to be James Bond. I just think I'm just the most well-known black British actor around right now.
They probably only want him because he's British.
Right. Well, he has to be of some kind of English something descent. Tom Cruise will never be James Bond. The Brits ain't never finna let that shit happen. So you can wipe that bullshit. An American ever being Bond, look, that's what we got Mission Impossible and shit for. Like, we ain't getting that. That's no. Or Triple X. There you go.
Jack Reacher.
That's our James Bond. It's Vin Diesel on a fucking skateboard. Anyway,
let's not go there.
I think honestly, because he was kind of playing coy for a while, because when the rumors were first starting to bubble up a few weeks ago, he had put out a tweet, or I think it was on Instagram or something. He was like, "My name is Elba. Idris Elba," and everybody was like, "Oh shit, he's gonna be Bond!" And then he turned around and was like, "No, I'm just fucking, I'm not." He was like, he put like, "Don't believe the hype" and all this other shit. And honestly, I think Idris Elba would be great because he is a good fucking actor. Mm-hmm. But I think that the biggest reason that he doesn't want to do this shit is because he doesn't want to become Kelly Marie Tran or Scarlett Johansson,
I would say,
or any of these other people where the moment, they take a role and it's some shit that they don't like. I'm surprised that Will Smith didn't catch more shit for being Deadshot, because I'm pretty sure that character is traditionally white in the comics. But I don't know. I was, at least I know in Arrow he's a white guy, so I'm assuming he's normally a white guy. But, I don't think that he wants that kind of backlash. Plus, I think that would be just a black stain on his career that he'd never be able to get out from under. Because the people that would hate him for doing that would always hate him for that and would always be shit-talking him on social media.
Not to mention, once you're a Bond, you're always a Bond.
Yeah, you get typecasted into that shit. And it's kind of like, the Superman curse. It's like, once you've played that character, that's all anyone's ever going to see you as, is that character, no matter what you do going forward. And I'm disappointed, because I think Idris Elba will make a great James Bond. I think he's doing a smart thing, though. It's like, I wish that you would be someone that could, push forward and break through the boundaries and stuff and make some shit happen. But at the same time, it's like, he's probably like, I got a good enough career. I'm working. I'm doing me. People like me. I was at the royal wedding.
Right.
Like, I don't need this shit. I don't need all the drama that's going to come with being James Bond. Sure, it'd be fun. Yeah, it'd be cool. But the amount of bullshit you'd have to put up with for doing that, I don't think it'd be worth it in the end. Like, it's not enough to offset it. So did you figure it out? Did you Google, is Deadshot white? Is that what you...
I did not.
Is Deadshot black?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Oh my god.
I sure did.
What end? The survey says.
Survey says, taken from Comic Vine, a constantly changing group of... oh, that's about Suicide Squad.
Oh my god.
I don't want the...
I'm almost
Suicide
certain
Squad.
Deadshot is.
I kind of am too.
Yeah, because like I said, because if they would have made him a white guy on Arrow, people would have been mad because he used to be a black dude, now they made him a white dude. And I never heard nobody complain about that, so I'm almost certain that he's not normally black. I don't know enough about Deadshot. I honestly kind of think he's a stupid character.
Is
But,
Deadshot
sorry,
black or
Deadshot
white?
fans.
Here we go. He looks like a pansy in Arrow, a skinny white guy. But for real, what is he? A guy. Let's see. This person says, in a game that I have, he's white. In Suicide Squad, I think is the only time that he is black.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Deadshot is traditionally white. They just wanted to shove Will Smith in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, pretty much. Which, hey, I mean, he was the best part of that damn movie, so they're better for doing it. But no. I figured not. I'm like, again, they're not going to make a black character a white actor, or have a white actor play a traditionally black character, because people would have threw shit even more so than when they normally do when they make a white character a black actor.
Right. They do it all the time.
Yeah, but I figured as much. But yeah, I mean,
I would say none of those comments were my original comments. It was just happened to be the article that I looked at.
But I honestly, regardless if Idris Elba becomes James Bond or not, I'm kind of just over James Bond, like as a franchise.
I would say I was over James Bond a long time ago.
The only James Bond I've ever cared about was, and probably because that's what I grew up on, the Pierce Brosnan and James Bond. That's my James Bond, because that's the one I grew up on. You have no idea how many times I've played GoldenEye on N64. Just saying.
Probably as many as I have.
Just saying.
No, probably more. We were just looking at my N64 games, and I don't think I have GoldenEye. I did at one point. But neither here nor there. I honestly can say that the last and probably only James Bond that I enjoyed, and y'all are gonna really see how dated this is, Die Another Day.
Oh, shit. Okay.
With Halle Berry and Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was the last one that I watched, and the last one that I actually enjoyed, and probably the only one that I've sat through credits to credits.
Okay. The Daniel Craig ones aren't bad. They're pretty good, actually. Like I said, I think Daniel Craig's a good actor and shit. I'm just over that character.
I don't think it's anything against Daniel Craig. Nothing against any of the past James Bond, Sean Connery, Roger Moore.
Right.
I just...
No, I guess I'm against Roger Moore. Fuck Roger Moore. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't have anything against Roger Moore.
Spy movies.
I like him enough. Like I said, I just think that because the character is so iconic and so well known and recognized.
Don't we have like 50 years of Bond or something?
Oh yeah. You can't. He's too much of a staple of American or just worldwide pop culture. Mm-hmm. You can't do anything different with him without people getting upset.
Right.
So I mean. These motherfuckers was mad because Daniel Craig was blonde, okay? James Bond is a brunette, and it's like, shut the fuck up. He's not tall enough to be James Bond. They said that. His ears were too big. He do got some big ass ears. But I mean, it's just, so yeah, like, if you could do something to drastically reinvent that character in some kind of way,
I don't think it would be
breathe some new life into it. Because, that's kind of what they tried to do with the Daniel Craig James Bond, because they took it back to, like, the beginning.
Sure.
Like, when he first became an agent and shit. And I'm like, yeah, that's all well and good, but we're going to eventually watch him grow into the James Bond that we're familiar with, which is where we are now.
Right.
I don't necessarily want to keep... And then I know people are going to make the argument against me, like, well, Mike, if you don't like James Bond, then just make a different movie. Don't make it James Bond movie and change the character. Which I can understand, because I make that argument with Venom. Right now.
Right.
It's like if you're going to change everything about him, change how he's made, change his villains, take away Spider-Man, then just make something else. Because you stripped so much away from it at this point that it's not even Venom anymore. You're calling him Venom, but that ain't Venom.
I would say that's the thing, though. They don't have any ideas.
Yeah. Yeah, the franchise is played out. It just is.
And we do that in all of our...
True. Everything's been done.
It's been done and redone, and it's so redone that nothing is new and original anymore.
Man, that shit is played out. No, it's true, though. It's true. It is. But anyway, I just wanted to get that out there because I'm like, if this does happen, I will support that shit 110%. But I think he's making a smart play. He's like, until y'all motherfuckers get over y'all bullshit, like, y'all ain't finna drag me down in this shit. Like, I got a good thing going. Fuck y'all.
Right.
Anyway, moving on. So, the Let's Play community has grown over time. And for those of you who may not be into gaming and stuff like that, Let's Plays are just basically you are watching someone else play a game and, either commentate over it or just watching them just game in general. Well... The community has changed a lot. First, it was just like, hey, it was innocent enough, just people playing their games and doing their thing. Then, when people start seeing that there was money that could be made off of this shit,
of course.
Then it got like really sexualized and shit. You started getting a lot of like female gamers with like triple E boobs pressed up into their chin and shit. Like, I love Naruto games and shit.
But you do,
right? And some of these chicks do. Some of these people are into this kind of shit. Right. I mean. If you just saw me and didn't know anything about me and just saw me on the street, you probably wouldn't think that I do a podcast about pop culture and talk about superheroes and shit all the time. It's like...
No, you definitely would not.
No, it's like I don't look the type that would be into this kind of shit or do this kind of shit.
No, I mean, if you were walking around in your
Spider-Man shirt
that
right.
you had last week, then yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that... I know you well, though.
Sure.
So it's a different
right.
Like
right.
I've seen you in a different environment, and we interact in a different environment than what the typical person would.
Exactly.
And we've been friends for a long time now. And I knew right away that you were into some nerdy, geeky stuff because I look for things like that. Because I myself am into nerdy, geeky things.
Obviously.
So, I mean, I can appreciate little things like your keychain or your your lanyard.
She's like picking up on clues and shit. It's like Sherlock Holmes.
But I'm not the typical person.
Sure.
Sure. And
it's like, oh yes, I see your DVD collection has a lot of Marvel movies in it. Oh, I see.
Big ass Spider-Man poster when you walk in your house.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
My point is Lost, I guess.
Just yeah.
Just in general, looking at you, you wouldn't know.
Sure. Judging books by a cover.
Sure.
Well, like I said, the Let's Play community has been like super sexualized and shit.
Okay.
And then it's been kind of tampered down. Like places like YouTube and Twitch and shit like that. They're like, hey, you can't be on here talking about like, oh yeah, check out my cam and shit. Like you can't be doing no side porn hustle or no bullshit like that. But there's been a workaround. So I'm getting this from Deadline.
Is that like a reach around?
By the time I'm done with this story, yeah, it may be. So okay, I'm getting this from Deadline. This one I'm actually getting from Deadline. It says the adult stars have turned to video games as a brand builder. Streaming their online gaming sessions out to the world as an incentive to lure more followers. It's all innocent, albeit scantily clad at times. Gaming's large contingent of males is a ripe target. It says porn star Harriet Sugar Cookie. Stop, I gotta finish this. Porn star Harriet Sugar Cookie told UK Sun why the gaming titles have been targeted. First, remember that porn stars have a lot of free time, like athletes. She said they get paid a lot of money for a relatively short amount of work. They end up with a lot of free time. Video games are a great way to kill that time. The transition to gaming is a natural move, Sugar Cookie claims. They're used to being on camera, used to being on films. And it's like, yeah, but you're also used to having 2 dicks in your ass while you're on camera. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm used to...
Faking a moan.
You know what, though? Actually, now that you say that, maybe gaming is a perfect thing for, you know, somebody who's like a porn. Say, hey, you fake, you know, orgasms and shit for your job. Why not fake having fun playing this video game, or, you know, being all into anime or some shit? I get what they're trying to do, because like I said, there was a time where like bitches was getting naked on their streams and doing all kind of crazy shit trying to get money from motherfuckers watching and shit. Now a lot of places have cracked down on that kind of shit. But Pornhub has a gaming thing, I'm pretty sure, so you can go on there. But what they're basically doing is, it's like, hey, it's like, I know I can't do anything super bad on here, but, you know, I cultivate my audience here. And then it's like, oh, hey, I'm going to be featured in this new, you know, DVD, Blown Out Buttholes 37. And you can come, you know, or come to my website, or hey, add me on Snapchat. You're like, nah, all this bullshit. Which Snapchat's kind of been cracking down on that shit too. And I think you had told me about this, like Snapchat and Kik are kind of cracking down on shit like that. So.
There was a big deal about Kik cracking down.
Yeah, like prostitution and all this other stuff. So, yeah, so I respect their side hustle. I'll give them that. And this is why I urge parents, please take interest in what your child does for hobbies and for fun and shit.
Right.
Because, yes, granted, everyone to some degree or another, and I've said this before, is a gamer to some degree. Mm-hmm. If you play mobile games, PC games, console games, whatever the fuck, we all play video games to some degree or another. You just play
Candy Crush on your phone while you're waiting in the bathroom.
That stupid Mine game that used to be on PC
Minesweeper?
Way back in the... Yeah, I used to hate that shit.
Okay, now that you've brought this up, does anybody actually know how to play that?
I never could figure out...
Object? Obviously not to get blown up.
Yeah, you're trying to get something, but you're trying to not get hit with the mine. But I don't get the mechanics of the game.
What is the point of the numbers?
I've never understood it.
I just randomly clicked
until something happens.
Until I didn't
Either
explode.
I win or die.
Right.
One of the two things would happen. But look, take interest in what your children are doing, especially if they're into gaming, or if your kids watch a lot of YouTube and shit like that. Because it's like, look, I'm not trying to knock these chicks hustle. Do your thing. Right. I love porn stars. They're some of my favorite people. More power to you. But at the same time,
yeah, but you don't necessarily want your kid watching a
hell no, right.
Game
I don't
brought
need
to you by a porn star,
right. Harriet Sugar Cookie, live streaming and shit. Like, nah, man, keep that shit. No. So I don't know, but I mean,
like, I've seen on YouTube where I used to watch a little boy, and he would get on YouTube and just watch random videos. Well, every once in a while, I'd look over at him and I'd see what he was watching, or well, his mom would. At that point, I didn't let him have my phone. She let him have her phone, but he was watching like some weird clay animation. Superheroes having sex, and this kid's like 2.
Yeah, and that whole, there was a whole like Disney Gate thing with YouTube about people who make YouTube videos, and it's supposed to be like either superheroes or cartoon characters and shit, but they always end up in some way overly adult situations, and it's like, what the fuck is this?
That's the kind of stuff he was watching.
Yeah, and it's like, what is this shit?
But anyway...
But that's not quite the same thing as this. That's like intentionally tricking people into look. These motherfucking teenage boys and like neckbeard dudes living in their mom, they know what the fuck. They know who Harriet Sugar Cookie is. They know this bitch is a porn star, and they may like her personality enough to watch her stream and game and shit. But honestly, I mean, I don't know. Like,
I'm sure she has some outstanding quality resume filling.
Sure. This is my thing though. Just watch porn. I'm like, unless you're just all about that particular porn star, like, I don't care what this bitch is doing on Instagram, or, you know, how good you are at fucking Call of Duty or some shit. Like, I don't care. Just like, again, if you have a like for this person's personality or whatever, or if you think they're a good gamer, then whatever. But it's just like, if your end goal is to then log off of Twitch, sign on to Pornhub, and beat your meat to this person, just do that.
Skip
like
the middle step.
Like, why is all this foreplay and shit? Just get straight to the meat beating. Like,
you just come up with that, didn't you?
No, beating your meat?
No, just the way that you said it.
Oh, meat beating? Oh, yeah. It's like, just get straight to the meat beating. Like, why you gotta do all this other preamble shit in the beginning? Like, just wipe all that away. Like, we don't need all that. Mm-hmm. Or do both. Do both. Just have like a split screen and just have the porn and the thing going at the same time. And you can tell her in the chat, oh, I'm jacking off to one of your movies right now. And, oh, you missed that secret sword in level 3. You might want to go back. Like, right. Just whatever. I don't know, man.
I would say that's a weird crossover.
Yeah. Well, speaking of side hustles, so real quick story. DJ Melly Mel's boyfriend was, he's in college, and he was telling me about some of the books that he had to get and things like that, and the classes he was taking. and he has a class, what was it? Philosophy. And he has to go, and a lot of the books that he was able to get, he was able to either rent them or get them used at a really good discounted price, yada yada. Except one that he had to pay full price for, $51.98 or some such shit. And lo and behold, he could not rent this book. He could not get it used. It had to be brand new, mint condition, full price shelf label. Okay. Lo and behold, it is the professor's book that he wrote about philosophy or evil or whatever the fucking shit. Regardless of what it is, it's like, how have you... I'm in the wrong thing. I really am. I'm doing the wrong thing. Because how have you found a job that you have made a side hustle off of your main job,
right,
but made it mandatory for anyone who comes to your job to take part in? The school doesn't get... I mean, sure, they get some of that, but... a good chunk of that money's going to him.
Right.
I'm like, so you pocketing shit, and it's like, man, that is some dirty shit.
And
and I'm like, that's a side hustle for your ass right there.
He's not the first professor I've heard do this.
Yeah.
I've had professors. That's you had, like, I had an English professor, and you had to go buy his book. You had to do an essay off of a piece that he had in the English book that in his class taught by him. And if you didn't agree with his opinion of what he wrote in the English book, then he failed you. Like,
it's okay. You can have your
round
opinions.
And round.
They're just wrong.
Yeah, that's exactly
you just
what
have the
he
wrong
said.
opinions. Yeah.
I went round and round with him because there was an assignment. I did my assignment. I did it early. I had turned it in. It had everything that he was asking for. So even if it was a horribly written paper, which it wasn't, you can at least count on a C minus. If you followed every instruction perfectly, you should at least get a C minus. No.
No A for effort?
No. It was here, this is an F, rewrite it.
Wow.
I took it to another professor who was helping me write this paper. Mm-hmm. And they looked it over and they're like, I don't understand his comments. Another English professor. So these professors are getting this side hustle at more than one university across the country.
That is some of the most self-aggrandizing shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
They are literally making you give them a review on their book, and you got to pay them. You have to buy their book, pay them to be in their class, and then basically write an essay about how awesome they are as an author to not fail the class. Right.
Yeah. That was...
Ooh, needless to say, that is some gangster shit.
Did not stay in that English class.
I don't fucking blame you.
And I hope that this book that he had to pay $51 for and some change.
Oh yeah, paperback. Yeah. No hardcover.
Yep.
Less than 200 special. Pages.
Yep.
$50. Bullshit. I made the joke when he showed it to me. I was like, I wouldn't have even paid $50 for the last Harry Potter book, and I love fucking Harry Potter.
Right.
You think I'm finna pay $50 for a less than 200 page paperback bullshit ass? jacking off in my own face, book. Like, oh, I'm so great.
Honestly, if I guess there was like another edition of the book that they had a couple years back or a couple semesters back.
Sure.
The guy changed like 3 words.
Oh yeah,
and then put out this new edition.
Yeah.
And said that you have to have the new edition. Yep. You can't
that's college is not an institution of learning.
No.
College is a fucking racket. It is a business, and they are there to make money. They could give a fuck whether or not you learn shit, graduate, any of that shit. They are there to make money.
Oh, yeah.
And they have found so many ways to make money.
I had a professor tell me straight up, he's like, it was the first day of class, and he made a girl cry, and he said, I don't care whether you pass my class or not. I've already been paid.
Yeah, it's like, motherfucker, we got your tuition money.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. He said, if you're sitting in my class now, then your tuition has been paid, and your schedule has not been dropped. So somehow, some way, you've been paid, or I've been paid. He's like, that's all I care about.
Yeah, like at this point, and I get what he's trying to say too. It's like, hey, if you want to blow this shit off and not care about it, like, I'm going to get paid regardless. Right. Like, I get it, but I feel like there's a good portion of professors and educators, I'm doing air quotes right now, that and sorry for anybody who's listening who is a college professor or anything on the off chance, but y'all know that there's
if
motherfuckers
you're one of the cool
just,
ones, then we're good.
But y'all know that there's a good chunk of the motherfuckers that is just in there to collect a paycheck. They could give a fuck, but the institution in and of itself is just there to take your money, and then they give you a piece of paper and say, now go out there and be somebody with this, which, hey, that piece of paper may get you something good, but in the time that we live in, where everybody and their mama wants to be a nurse or get some kind of college degree in something, it's like, yeah, sure, when our parents and grandparents went to college and went off and got jobs, they were like the only person in a family who ever went to college, maybe the only person in the whole fucking town.
Right.
Now, everybody and their mama's going to school, so it's like, well, what competitive advantage do you have now? Because it's like, I got a bachelor's degree. Well, yeah, you and everybody in that fucking waiting room has a bachelor's degree.
It's getting to a point where you have to have a master's now.
Yeah, and then once we hit plateau on that point, then what? It's
everybody's gonna have a doctorate.
It's like, well, everybody here is, actually overqualified for the position, so I guess somebody better start sucking the dick if you want a job here. because your qualifications and resume is identical to like 9 other people. So what can you offer me?
Right.
That's some Me Too shit for your ass right there. Like, they had that whole school shut down. But anywho, we got way off track.
Yeah, talking about porn stars and
I know, now we're sucking college professors' dicks and shit. So yeah, now we've gone way off the rails.
Oh my god.
Anyway. So, for our last story, we have the first, I guess, fully fleshed out trailer for Iron Fist Season 2 coming back to Netflix, and it looks pretty good.
Yeah, didn't look too bad.
Surprisingly. Now, DJ Melly Mel was not unfortunate enough to see the first season of Iron Fist.
Just
I'm
skip it.
vigorously shaking my head right now. It is terrible. The first season of Iron Fist is, I said, it was, if not the most, one of the biggest letdowns of all the Netflix like original series that they've put out so far.
More than the other one, like the Jessica Jones and the.
I like Jessica Jones.
No, what was the one you had issues with?
I didn't like the Punisher.
Punisher, that's what it was.
Yeah, the Punisher and Iron Fist are about neck and neck. Punisher a little bit more so just because I knew more about that character and liked that character a bit more.
Okay.
But Iron Fist was a travesty because, I mean, honestly, all they had to do was just get some good fight choreography and do a halfway decent story. And that show would have been great. But they spent so much time with the Meachums, who are this family that, like, basically were, like, his childhood friends and shit. Because, okay, the whole story of Danny Rand is who is the Iron Fist. He is basically Arrow. Pretty much. Arrow's basically Batman, and Iron Fist is basically Arrow.
Okay, so he's like 2 steps down from Batman.
Pretty much. He's a billionaire. His parents died when he was a child. He was taken in by these like monks in this place called Kunlun.
Are you sure we're not watching Batman?
I know, right? I know. And he's gone for several years. Everyone thinks he's dead because the plane crashed, and his parents died in the plane crash. They took him in.
That's Batman.
Not so much because no one ever thinks he's dead. Well, they kind of do because he's been gone, but they never thought something killed him and he never came back. That's why I say he's more kind of like Arrow in that way, because Arrow was thought to have died at the sea. But he's gone for a few years. He comes back, and now he is the immortal Iron Fist. Now, and he's kind of like Star-Lord in that way, too, because he's a child when he leaves civilization and goes off with them. So when he comes back, he's still really kiddish and goofy and shit. But, the first season just had a lot of not political, but, what's the word that I want to use? Corporate espionage and shit like that. And it was just a bunch of and it's like, I just want to see the show for kung fu and superpowers and shit. That's all I want. And they just shit the bed with that whole show. But this second season looks a bit more promising.
Okay.
We've seen Iron Fist 3 times now. His first season and the Defenders, where him, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage all team up.
Yep.
And then in a couple episodes of the most recent season of Luke Cage.
Okay.
And in both his first season and the Defenders, he was very unlikable. He honestly comes off like really bratty and shit. Like, I don't like the way they portrayed Danny at all. In his little couple episodes of Luke Cage, it seems like he's grown more as a character, and he's not as grating.
Okay.
As much, and it looks like they're carrying over the version of Danny from Luke Cage, and that's what we're going to carry into season 2, because he seems more, I don't know, I don't want to necessarily say laid back and chill per se, but he just seems more
likable.
Yeah, pretty much, for lack of a better word, because everybody was just like, he is just annoying and bratty as shit, and it's like no one liked Danny. It's funny because even in the Defenders show, they didn't like Danny. Like Luke Cage and Daredevil, they all thought he was a bitch. Like everybody pretty much hated Danny in that, which was funny because I was like, are y'all like mimicking the audience right now? Because y'all know everybody hates him. But in this trailer for this season, the way the setup looks to be is that Davos, who is a character from the first season, he comes back and he now has some kind of ability to either, not necessarily, it doesn't look like steal, but like take some of the Iron Fist from Danny, because now he has an Iron Fist on, I think, the opposite hand.
I was going to say the opposite.
Yeah, because Danny's is his right hand. I think Davos is his left, and Danny's Iron Fist glows yellow and his glows red. So it's kind of like a yin and yang thing going on, which the fighting looks good. The characters, I did like Davos' character from season 1, and I'm glad that he's the villain for this season. But I will say, I don't necessarily know what their plan is for how they're gonna wrap up the shit from the last season, because there's a lot of, like I said, a lot of the corporate espionage shit, and it's like, I don't want to see that. I want that just wiped away completely. But in this season, it looks more like Danny's going to be more of a street level superhero shit, and he won't be dealing so much with his own familial drama and stuff like that. The fighting does look better.
Well, that's a good thing.
The choreography in the first season was. I'll say,
really from what you've told me, this is definitely an improvement.
Yeah, you could say that, and probably a lot more, because I'm telling you, like, don't take my word for it. No, it's really bad.
Give me that Netflix password.
Yeah. The thing that I'm most looking forward to, I guess, in a second season of Iron Fist is, I want to see Danny in his traditional costume. Now, you see it for a minute when he's fighting Davos.
With the yellow on his
Yeah,
head?
yeah, that's his get-up. So I'm like, I need more of that. A better-looking version than that, because that looked like they just threw a do-rag on him and painted some eyes and shit.
Some 1990s ninja.
Right, I was like, that is some cheap-ass shit y'all pulling right now. But I'm like, hey, maybe it'll evolve from there.
Maybe.
I do like that Colleen is back, and she looks like she's going to be back kicking some ass and shit. She was like the best part of the first season.
Awesome.
But yeah, I want to see more cameos, because Jessica Jones didn't have any cameos in her second season.
I would say, how's that second season doing? Is it?
We finally finished it, and I didn't really care for it.
No.
And I just finished just like 2 days ago, second season of Luke Cage. It was so good. But we won't get off into that rabbit hole. I won't talk about it right now, but I've got to give Danny his due. This bullshit ass Danny. But I mean, overall, I think that they can redeem this character, I think.
With the second season?
Yeah, because I think that he has enough tangible stuff there in his story that you can make a good storyline out of this. My only problem is they're doing this shit that I complain about in every superhero movie. Black Panther just did it, and everything else. It's like, oh, he's going to fight his opposite. It's like, why do we have to keep doing that? Like, I don't need to see Iron Fist versus Iron Fist, Black Panther versus Black Panther, Flash versus Flash. Like, stop doing this shit. Like, enough.
Right.
Like, at least Daredevil doesn't have, like, an opposite, per se, that he has to fight yet. Like, give him time, but...
No, I'm the anti-devil.
Yeah, because in Luke Cage's second season, the guy he's fighting has similar abilities to him. Like, he doesn't bullets don't bounce off him, but he can't be hurt, really, or it takes a lot to hurt him, and he can heal and shit, and he's super strong, and he can fight Luke Cage, like, hand-to-hand and shit. And it's like, oh, great, now he's fighting his opposite, and then Danny's gonna fight his opposite in his season. I'm like, stop doing that shit. I don't know.
It comes back to everything's recycled. Like, they can't... Oh, let's come up with a superhero. Okay, I want him to have strength, I want him to have speed, and I want him to be invincible. Okay, well, let's come up with a villain. Well, he's got to have speed, and he's got to have strength, invincibility, and he's got to be strong. Perfect. Sounds good. Slap it together. There's a show.
It's like, didn't we just do this with the main character? Oh, it don't matter. Just come on.
No. There's his strength, speed, and invincibility. His is invincibility, speed, and strength.
Like, oh, it's in a different order.
Oh, yeah.
I see.
Damn.
I see.
I got you.
Had
me confused there for a minute.
Glad you explained that. But I mean, it's a trope that's been done to death. But I think you can make that trope work if you have a compelling enough villain.
Sure.
So, like, for example, Bushmaster is a really good villain in Luke Cage's second season. Killmonger was a really good villain in Black Panther.
Yes.
So I was able to let some of that shit go, especially because they made me care about why he was doing the things that he was doing.
Right.
So it's like you can kind of understand his motivations. Like, hey, if you went down a different path, we could have been brothers, but because, you had the circumstances that you had and your life turned out the way it did,
right?
We can't see eye to eye, but we have a lot of similarities. Like, I get making a character who is like, okay, what if Venom is basically, what if Spider-Man, but if he was bad,
right.
And that's fine to do that as far as a character study. When it comes down to literally, oh, I have an Iron Fist as well, it's like, okay, now...
Well, mine's yellow, yours is red.
Right. It's like you don't have to make it that literal mirror thing. I mean, even down to the point where it's the opposing colors on the color spectrum.
Yeah.
It's like if he was standing in a mirror, his right hand would be his left hand in a reflection. It's like, oh my God. Like, yeah. Never mind. As the more I talk about this, my excitement for the second season is going down progressively as it goes. I mean, I'm not going to be super long-winded about it. I mean, I said all that to say this. I'm willing to give anything a second chance.
Sure.
You fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But at least I gave you the opportunity to try and fix it. Third time is not the charm on this shit. It's like, you fuck up twice, you're dead to me. That's why I'm like, the DCEU, until y'all get a good movie in, I can't support none of y'all shit in the theaters no more. Like, I'm sorry.
Wait till
I'm gonna see Aquaman to review it in December, but I'm not excited about the shit. I'm just not. Like, y'all gotta.
I'm kind of skeptical that we haven't seen any more trailers for Aquaman.
Yeah, they showed that one
There
from
was
Comic-Con, and that
one.
was it. Yeah,
Well,
and it's damn near October.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, they said that's the one and only look you're gonna get
That's
at Aquaman.
That's all we got.
They said, hey, if we can't sell you on this shit, we just can't sell you. So
Right.
you know when it comes out, come see it. Or don't. Whatever.
You see it in Walmart, be like, oh, hey, Aquaman came out? I didn't even know that was in theaters.
There was a couple movies that I've seen in the DVD rack at Walmart where I was just like, shit, that's already out? Like, fuck, where have I been? Like, I never saw that in theaters. Like, all right.
Yep.
Yeah. But anywho, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I know you don't have any, like, opinions on the Fist of Iron for 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's whatevs, but...
I mean, watching the second trailer, looked kind of cool. Like,
maybe
something
a cool
I'd check
action
out.
movie,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Something like that, but... I don't know. I'm
say,
making a face.
I might have to scoop up your Netflix password and check out a couple episodes one time and be like, maybe.
Honestly, I think if you can get through the first season, then you may like the second season, because I had a hard time getting through the first season. Like 3 episodes in, I was like, can we stop watching this now? But I had to commit because I had watched everything up until that point.
Episodes.
That's how Marvel gets you. That's why the shared universe shit works so well. It's just like comics. That's why they make references to shit that happens in other comics, because they're like, oh, well, you got to go back and read that one now. You got to go buy a new book. So it's like with the movies, it's like, well, you know, if you're going to watch season 2 or the Defenders, now you got to go back and watch everybody else's shows.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Marvel universe has been doing that for a while lately.
Yeah. And I mean, for the most part, they're good at it, and I'm never like, oh god, I gotta watch Ant-Man, you know, before I see the Avengers or whatever, or Civil War, which Ant-Man was pretty good, and the second one I liked even more. Yeah. So yeah, they haven't made anything terrible, but on the TV side, it's been kind of dicey. Like I said, Iron Fist was shit, The Punisher was shit, second season Jessica Jones is shitty. It's not total shit, but it's shitty. Luke Cage, first and second season were awesome. Daredevil's first season and half of the second season are good. But yeah, they're kind of hit or miss, and it's been kind of going on a downward trend lately. So I'm like, hey, maybe Iron Fist can make it 2 for 2. Because like I said, Jessica Jones wasn't good in her second season, and Luke Cage's second season was good. So if we can get a second show that's good, then I'll be back on board. And it's like, all right, let's do it. Let's get these Netflix shows. Make the Netflix Marvel shows great again. That's
You did not just go there.
That's 2 Trump. No, that's only like 4 Trump references we've made tonight. But whatever. But
it's a little more than I'd like to.
Okay, look, he's not Voldemort, all right? We can say his name, Jesus Christ. It's like the boogeyman's gonna come. Well, look, I was gonna say, don't say it too loud.
I'll say your ass is already blacklisted.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sure that there's somebody writing this down.
Oh
as we speak.
Between that conspiracy theory episode and all the other shit I've said, I'm on a list.
You are
surely. But all right, that's it for the show. Remember, you can always find us at our home, onegiantleapforgeeks.libsyn.com, or on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play Music, or anywhere else you get your podcast. Make sure to show us some love, so go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, rate, follow, review, and all that shit.
Any questions, comments, concerns, or if you just want to say hi, you can always email us at officialoglfg@gmail.com. You can also find us on Twitter at GiantLeap4Geeks. And we're on Facebook, Reddit, Pinterest, Tumblr, Instagram. All you gotta do is search for just One Giant Leap for Geeks. So you guys have a good night. Okay, bye.